Hello everyone at Empress Moon Tarot 777. My name is Ocean. Happy to have you here at the channel today. We're going to get right into it. This is just going to be a general reading for anyone that it resonates with. And it is going to be on any topic that comes through. So stay with me. Let's see what we get. While you're here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to help this video get out to others that might be in need. Also, please be sure to hit that lovely subscribe button so that we could stay connected. I'm currently working on your August reads for each zodiac sign. So you will be seeing those uploaded within the next couple of days. So far we have the 9 of coins, the 10 of cups, the devil, the world, and judgment. Bottom of the deck, our overall energy is that of the 8 of cups. So this is interesting. First of all, these cards are not as vibrant as I expected them to be, so I will hold these cards up to the camera for you so that you can get a better look. I thought that they'd be a little bit more easily recognizable with this particular setup, but unfortunately they're not, and that's okay. So we start out here with the 9 of coins in our past position. This particular card indicates that very likely this is a reading for somebody who's been working very hard in their career, working very hard for their own independence, working very hard to increase their income. This is a card of success. This is a card of, getting to a point where all of your hard work has started to pay off and you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. We definitely see that with the 10 of cups, there has been an enjoyment of this particular, for this particular person. They do see this emotional fulfillment. They have come to a point of peace. So if this is you who's been working very, very hard in the past and came to a point of peace, there seems to be a shift and a change. So when we get to the current energy is that of the devil and the 8 of cups. The 8 of cups is walking away. Sometimes that's to go find yourself. Sometimes that's to move on to a better opportunity. So it looks like somebody worked very hard to obtain some sort of level of, accolades or success within their career field or within their career and field of study. And we see that did produce something wonderful in the past, but right now it appears to be causing more stress and strain, a lot of overthinking. You might be in a toxic environment. The work area, the work location that you were at might have turned toxic over time, and it looks like you are in need of finding a new path. So for some of you, you're being forced into a new path. For others of you, this is a conscious decision to say, I'm going to go in a new direction. So I do see somebody making that decision to release some sort of toxic work environment in the very near future with the world. Now, if this is not work-related, we'll talk about it from the love perspective here in a minute. It's an entirely different meaning, but same general theme. With the world, this is somebody who's wanting a new beginning, a fresh start, wanting to move on to a new career, wanting to move on to a new company, wanting to start their own business, wanting to move forward in a new way in order to release some of the stress and the strain of this toxicity. We see here with the Judgment card, it looks like the decision will be made for someone to move on. Now, it's not, I don't always advise you to leave a job before you have another one in hand. So make sure that, you're settled and things of that nature before you move forward. But I definitely see that there is a judgment being made on this particular toxic environment from a work perspective. And it looks like it's in order for somebody to find their own happiness, in order for somebody to find that 9th cup of emotional fulfillment and to be able to move forward towards something that they dearly love and enjoy. Now, from a romantic perspective, we see somebody who was working on their independence. They were very, very strong, very much a strong single energy here. Somebody focused on work, focused on success, focused on other things. And it looks like this particular person may have been in a long-term committed relationship, whether that is a marriage or some sort of long-term committed relationship, some sort of connection that may have been moving towards something more significant. But when the devil is here, we either have temptation leaking into the connection. Is somebody feeling tempted to go in a new direction, grass is greener on the other side sort of thing. Or we have an individual within this relationship dynamic who has become extremely toxic and manipulative. Sometimes this toxicity and this, manipulative behavior can stem from somebody's own individual wounding, which is then in turn, placed upon the connection in a negative way. Typically, when we see the devil card here, if the devil card had come out with the magician, I'd automatically tell you, hey, run, be careful. Be careful. You might have somebody significantly manipulative or, abusive in your midst, but don't see that at the present moment. It just looks like the environment that two people have been in seems to have turned exceedingly sour. And because this is turned exceedingly sour, we see somebody saying, I'm walking away from this situation. I'm ending this in order to have a fresh start in, their own life. And so it looks like somebody is going to be going their own direction on the romantic front as well. Let's just go ahead and see what comes after that. What comes after Judgment? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so they may be moving on in order to extend love to someone else with the Knight of Cups. They could be moving towards a Pisces with this particular card or an Aquarius. But it looks like somebody is moving forward to extend love towards another person, to express their feelings or to be romantic and charming towards someone. We have the Eight of Swords, or the Ten of Swords. This person's been through a lot of mental anguish. Look at that Page of Cups. Yep. Some sort of love, profession of love. So it looks like somebody's moving on in order to profess their love to another. I believe that when we see these cards as being the Judgment card is indicating they no longer wish to deal with the headache, the heartache, the difficulty of this toxic environment. What they really want is they want to feel this sense of peace and giddy love, right? That love that kind of, makes every day better. And then we see this waiting in those emotions and wanting to express them to someone. So it looks like somebody is kind of had a choice perhaps between two people here. And what they really want most is happiness and not headache and heartache. So it looks like that's what we have going on here. From a business perspective, I do see communication that's going to be very happy after making this Judgment call. However, somebody's going to be a little bit in mind space of overthinking. Let me go ahead and take you one of those wonderful spiritual AF cards. I will try not to swear this morning. Since it is early, I'll try to be good about that. I'll try to rephrase what they say. All right. Ooh, you got two. Be a bad ASS. Love beam. So be a love beam today. And the wound in the place where the light enters you. Ooh, that's interesting. This goes right in line with those particular cards. Let's talk about the wound first. Pick one time in your life where you've been hurt and ask how it made you golden. Did it make you more tender-hearted? Did it open you up to when you were once closed down? Did that heartbreak lead you to more connection with spirit? Can you get just a little teensy tiny bit grateful for it? Heck yeah, look at you. You're like a wounded disco ball inside. Okay, so they're saying, remember the positive. Don't focus on the negative. Remember the positive things in order to propel you forward. For this person who's moving forward with this beautiful energy of love and connection, try to remember the love and connection. And try not to remember the toxicity that you're leaving behind. And then we have the, be a love beam today. Today, it's your job to fill every room you go into with laser beams of love. If you can't do laser beams, then make your heart a bubble machine and fill the room with bubbles. If that doesn't work for you, then you should bring donuts to work. Donuts make almost everyone happy, especially Duck Donuts. They're in Charlotte, so those of you that are friends of mine in Charlotte, go have a duck donut with lemon icing and raspberry swirl just for me, all right? Go forth with your mission, grasshopper, and send love beams everywhere you go. All right, my dears, that's what I have for August the 3rd. Love and light to you. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.